It was on a random day, on a random week that I can't even remember now, when I was just scrolling through the PlayStation store looking for a new game to play. And suddenly, I see a video game character pointing 2 fingers at me as if he was saying, "Yeah, buy me, you little bitch." And there I was, fully intrigued. That game would be titled none other than Borderlands 4. I knew absolutely nothing about Borderlands. I've never even seen a single gameplay trailer or review up until this point in my life. I didn't even know what to expect. This would be the first time in a very long time that I would buy a game just purely on a whim. And honestly, I'm kind of glad I did. After the purchase and letting the game download, I would proceed to call one of my closest homies and fellow content creator, Schmack4. He gave me a quick rundown of what to expect gameplay wise and was even surprised that I even bought the game. Usually, I don't play these type of games. The only other looter shooter I've ever known up until this point was Destiny's 1 and 2. And I was a big Destiny 1 fan with hundreds of hours of gameplay on my original Xbox. But one thing Smack told me, this is the godfather of looter shooters. And I was determined to figure out why. Chat, welcome back. We got some things to talk about. Now, without giving away any spoilers or about major plot points for anyone that plans on buying the game later down the line or hasn't finished the game yet, I'll give you a small but cheap rundown. In Borderlands, you play as what they call Vault Hunters. You pick one of 4 unique characters with different abilities to complete the campaign before reaching the endgame. You're basically, from what I can tell, a space pirate looking for glory in these places called the Vaults. But in this game specifically, you are on a planet and immediately get mixed up with the boss of the planet. Sorry for the vague descriptions, but I really don't want to spoil anything for anyone. And while trying to break free of the boss's control yourself, you are simultaneously trying to free the entire planet of the control as well. See, what I didn't know at the time was that the other Borderlands games were not open world. In fact, after finding out that small but major detail, I was kind of shocked, because not only is the story, characters, and the design of the world written extremely well, so was the world's interactions and looks. Gearbox had, no pun intended, stepped outside of the box and executed the open world perfectly. Well, kinda. More on that later. Another aspect of the game that I didn't know in comparison to the other Borderlands games was that the story is more grounded and darker. This statement lines up perfectly because there's a particular mission where the big boss of the game does something to your character that you have no control over, and you're just forced to sit there and watch. If you know, you know. But even after beating the game's story, there's still so much to do. Well, kinda. See, Borderlands in general, at least from what I can tell, is known for their gameplay mechanics and their in-game grind systems. Having your build go from level 1 to 50 is such a drastic change that I'm still not done perfecting my build, even though I'm at the max level you can have on a character. You can change and tweak your build at any time, and that's a great thing to have in a game like this. I don't have to be bound to just one build. And the loot? Dear God, it's such a dopamine rush that's probably better than that late night find on a good meat beat video you've been searching for the last 20 or odd minutes. And that's why I'm so impressed by this game, because as a newcomer, I can still find ways to play in new places to explore, up until that fantasy of a new game smell dies off. Remember when I said more on this later? Well, this is later. Holy shit, I have never lagged out of a game this much in the last 10 years of me gaming. The last time I've had issues on a game this bad was back on NBA 2K17, and ironically, 2K also handles this IP as well. It's like whenever 2K gets their hands on any game lately, just always seems to go bad. I don't know what it is. Now, I know 2K didn't make the game, but it's 2K, so they're gonna get blamed for whatever is going on in my book. See, during multiple playthroughs of the game, even while I'm on stream, I would get kicked to the home screen multiple times under an hour of playtime. This is complete dog shit. How can I have fun when I'm constantly getting set back to the home screen? In fact, it was so frustrating, and for my friend Schmack that there were plenty of times we would just call it a night. Also, there's a few times we both had to restart our games due to the missions being completely bugged. Words can't express how pissed I was. And remember when I said I had plenty to do up until the new game smell had worn off? I'm currently level 50 on the highest difficulty of the game, and at this point all I have to do is get 1 or 2 more gear pieces I need for my character and maybe add a couple of more points to my specialization. Now, the issue here isn't the gameplay. It's fun farming for loot and killing hordes and hordes of enemies, but after a while I can't tell if playing on one difficulty versus another is actually fucking worth it. Like, why would I play on Ultimate Vault Hunter 5 versus playing on normal? Besides maybe for the firmware. What in the fuck is the actual drop rate on these difficulties? Now, this is my personal hot take, but I do not think a difficulty like UVH3 should even remotely get the same legendary drop percentage like playing on normal or hard. And the same could be said for UVH 4 to 5. It shouldn't be that close. There needs to be better rewards for reaching the highest levels of play. Now, circling back to the characters, there's one character in particular that makes my balls itch currently in this game. I started off playing as Amon because I love tanky characters in video games, but little did I know he would be complete and utter dog shit. At the time, he was my most played character until I switched to Vex. At level 30, not only was I getting better loot on a lower difficulty, and even after reaching the same difficulty as my Amon, I was still putting up more base damage numbers all across the board. Gearbox, what the hell? And another thing, when you're lagged out of the game and sent back to the home screen, why does it say connection was lost to the shift servers? But if I check my internet connection, everything is just fine. Literally makes 0 sense. Wrapping up this video, here are my overall thoughts on the game. The story from my perspective being a new player is actually really good. The gameplay and gunplay is absolutely the best part of the game. Upgrading a character that is worth it to play is a rewarding feeling until the true in-game fatigue kicks in. But if you think the game is polished and complete right out of the gate, even after a month past the launch date, you are heavily mistaken. This game needs to be seriously fixed because its performance and connection issues will drive away players fast. And it also needs more in-game content. That's gonna do it for today's video. Feel free to leave a comment. What are your thoughts on Borderlands 4 currently as it stands? Don't forget to like, comment, and sub if you haven't already. And I'm out. See you. Peace.